Hello. So today we're going to be doing something slightly different. I did make these houses in the last episode, but now I want to flex my very bad creativity muscles, get them a bit stronger, and yeah, just get a bit better at building stuff. So I'm going to be building two houses, mostly off camera. But the first house I'm going to put in this area. It's going to be moderately sized. I should get some more wood really quick. But the houses, I'm going to build them out of wood. If I can remember what wood is called. Which I don't have any of sitting in there. Hello, Sir Builder. I would like some building blocks. They're only 5 copper a pop, which is like really good, honestly. When you're building, like, buying raw material. That's probably the cheapest you could get. But yeah, I'm gonna be building some stuff. I'm gonna make the framework out of wood and show you what it looks like, and then I'll work my way over to making it into a nice looking house. I'm gonna build one here, but then I'm also gonna build one on the left side. Now the left-sided one is gonna be a bit worse, but it'll definitely be changed by how the corruption works, because I'm going to Clementinate this anyways when it turns into hard mode, so that's not something I really have to worry about. Excuse me, sir, can you please stop existing? Thank you. Oh, I got replaced by another one right away. That's insane. So I'm going to put another smaller house here. Just, you know, 2 nice looking builds. And then it'll also create a nice wall between the current corruption and the house I currently have. So that'll be nice. They don't need to have NPCs in them, but they will have NPCs in the upper houses. Just for the sake of having NPCs in them, because a lot of NPCs don't really matter all that much. But yeah, so I'm gonna build up the wooden structure, and then start filling it out after I show you what it looks like. Okay, so I've made up the shells that I'll be replacing with normal blocks. This is pretty much the shape that I'm going to go with for this size. For this side, I might make this side a little bit bigger, like height-wise, but this is generally what I'm going for. I am going to have like a little bit of an overhang with support structures down in here, and I did make that an entrance to the base. The door can't be opened from the outside. It can only be opened like this way. Where you can't open it if you're doing it that way, only when you're doing it this way, just so then zombies can't get in. I also don't have anything here. I'll probably have a little bit of a lip on this side so that enemies can't just like work their way up. Let's say if I'm high up, they'll get caught on an edge. Just for convenience sake, because you know, once we get to hard mode, enemies will be a lot more difficult. And then I also added this door here, just for the convenience sake of it. I will be replacing all this stuff eventually, but not for quite a while, because hammers suck until super late game, and I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time hammering. Moving on to the other one, which we have over here. I have this sort of a layout. Now I am going to make it so that you can exit through this side and head over to here, where we'll have maybe one more layer of insta houses. But yeah, you'll be able to enter from pretty much every direction, and I'll make it another one-way entrance just so that you can't get in. But yeah, you have an exit here, and then we'll have an overhang here, as well as a bit of a tower here. Now this looks a bit weird, but I'll manage to make it look nice. So yeah, I'm gonna replace these with blocks. I'm gonna go for more medieval age stuff, and then this area down here is for like a fake foundation, which I'm drawing a lot of my inspiration in newer building attempting from Chaos, because I've seen a few of the things he builds and they all look really nice, and I don't build anything that looks quite that nice, so trying to draw a little bit of inspiration from him is always a good idea. This is kind of almost practically a mirror image of the one that he does in one of his tutorials. Which I'm totally fine with copying someone's work, so long as I'm not exactly copying what they're doing. I am going to, since I do have the painter, I'm fairly certain, I'm going to use some paint, which I've actually never done before. Do I have the painter? Do I actually have the painter? I do. I have the painter. I'll move him into a convenient spot like right there. And I'll actually work with paint for the first time in my life, so there's that. But yeah, I'll make these things look a bit different, and then I'll be back when that's done. Well, the slime rain didn't work right away, so I'm just getting rid of the rain right now, waiting for it to be done, and then I'll do the slime rain. But the traveling merchant arrived, and he does have team bricks, which I don't really care about. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness. Seth, when you're editing this, go back and remove everything because the fan was on. Okay, the traveling merchant's here. We got ourselves a frost barrier, which I might actually equip over this. The frost barrier gives us 4 defense. It's a material. You will freeze enemies near you when you're struck. You are immune to the chilled debuff and provides heat and cold protection in death mode. Now, heat and cold protection are very required because of everything. Death mode is just terrible. I'm also going to get the stopwatch, just so that I know how fast I'm going at any given time, which, I mean, who doesn't want to know that? This would be very nice, but I don't really care. It's going to be useful later on, but until then, not really that much of an important matter. Now, I am going to be fighting the King Slime today via the Slime Rain event, which I'm going to start soon, but I did want to show off some things. I had a blood moon, and a lot of stuff was spawning in here, so I blocked off this side, just so then they have a little bit less avenues to go through, as well as remove the houses up here and add another layer of dirt, in hopes that the zombies couldn't jump glitch down into here. If you don't know what the jump glitch is, basically they're on a platform like this, and if they jump, they'll be able to just drop through as if it was platforms. Literally anything. So hopefully this will fix that. I also made it so it's a one-way door. Now over here, I did finish this building. However, I didn't finish the one on the right just because of how much time it's taken me. It's been a few hours. And this is the best that I could come up with. It is pretty similar to what Chaos did in one of his tutorials. But basically we've got a medieval-ish tower with 2 things. I don't have an overhang here. I don't have any structural integrity for the overhang, which I mean to put in with fences. But we do have the false foundation here, which looks pretty nice, as well as some crimson chairs, rich mahogany tables, some boreal lighting, and some crimson bookcases. Now I did use some paint to make this look kind of like a thatch roof, and I think it looks pretty nice. Yeah, I like it. Not all the housing counts. This one does. This one for some reason doesn't. I don't know exactly what it is. There's no real difference between the two of these, so I'm not exactly sure what it is. But this one is in the corruption, and this isn't supposed to be housing. It's just another floor up there. So yeah, that's what we got going on there. And we're gonna start the slime rain. Hope it actually starts. I already wasted one of these things, and it sucked. Oh yep, it started. Nice. So yeah, we're gonna fight the slime rain until King Slime approaches, and then I'll kill up King Slime. And in case anyone was wondering, the level reached against Blue Slime thing, that is part of one of the mods that I have. It is in the description. It's like Fargo's Banner Boost. It goes up to level 20, and at level 20 it makes it so that I deal, I'm not exactly sure how much more damage it is. I think it's 100% more damage to them, but they deal 0% damage to me. So it's just a nice way to get rid of all the vanilla mobs that are really annoying, that I'm not going to be farming out anyways. I'm just killing them because they're super obnoxious. So eventually it'll just make it so that the slimes don't do any damage to me, and I can focus more on what I'm trying to do instead of instead of getting pestered by them all the time. And we got him. Time to absolutely decimate the giant king slime, because let's be honest, he's not going to be that tough for me. Now that I've killed 2 other bosses that are far more difficult than he is supposed to be. So it's probably going to be a pretty big cakewalk, but you know, might as well get him out of the way while we can. I thought he was gonna let me pass. Ooh, I might die to him. Oh, I have a dash, that's right. Don't mind me, just being a dummy. Yeah, if we keep going in the same direction, we should be fine. The King Slime fight isn't that tough, especially when he starts getting back down to normal sizes. He doesn't pose much of a threat anymore. And hopefully we'll kill him before we run out of bridge here. Yeah, we're good, we're good. There we go. We killed the King Slime. Feels really great. Okay. Now, one thing I would like to mention is that slime actually... Oh yeah, we got a diamond from that, so we can actually make the last crafting part. This was absolutely planned. I knew it was going to happen. It's absolutely planned. So we'll plop these bad boys in there. We got 2 pinkies during that, actually. So for those who don't know, the crown jewel is a material. It boosts life regen while under the effects of a damaging debuff. And while under the effects of a damaging debuff, you get 10 defense. Very nice if you know that you're going to be taking damage from something, like if there's a poison buff that you can't get rid of. So that's nice to go with. And the royal gel, slimes become friendly, obviously. Very familiar with that. So we'll just plop these bad boys in there. And the lore bite. Only a fool could be caught by this pitiful excuse for a hunter. Unfortunately, our world has no shortage of those. If you favorite this item, you'll gain a 5% increased movement speed and 2% increased jump speed, but your defense is reduced by 3, which is very mild, honestly. And the jump speed and other thing are fairly useless, so we're getting rid of it. I also don't have the other buff because I didn't have it favorited and I just hit deposit all. So it went bye-bye, and I'm not gonna bother taking it back out of here. But we're going to take the diamonds out, as well as some sapphires and a what is it called? Component? It is a component. Now using these, we should be able to create a storage crafting interface. And plop this bad boy down right here. And now, with the power of magic, well, just normal existence, really. Let's get a table to replace. With the power of magic, we can place these in here, in these slots. We'll put the piggy bank, we'll put it right here. Oh, you can't place things when you're in that, by the way. So we place stuff in there, and then let's say we want to craft. Well, let's look at what we can craft. We could craft an Eye of Cthulhu summon. We could craft the Ancient Fossil, which I definitely want. It increases pick speed by 15, not 50% while underground. I'm gonna hit craft. Boom, I have it. I can pick it up from there, and there we go. I've got that for whenever I want it, which is very nice. Another thing is that tomorrow, well, in the next episode, I'm gonna be fighting the spooky worm guy. Actually, I could probably do that right now. I filmed a whole bunch and then realized that my fan was on, and you could probably hear it, so I just deleted it all. Well, I didn't delete it all. I'm gonna edit it out. So I have quite a bit of recorded stuff already, but it's not going to all be used. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the night gathering up some fallen stars, and then we'll fight the Eater of Worlds with the glorious Jester arrows. So let's see us in the corruption. Okay, so I farmed up through the night. I got quite a bit of Jester's arrows. We got 770 of them in total. Now, I did find 2 strange plants, as well as make it all the way over to the ocean. And we've got the angler over there. We have a rather big jungle, which is nice, as well as the crimson with 2 little caves and a bit of desert. Now, the desert made it over to this sheer wall, which is absolutely hilarious that it goes that high up. Kind of interesting world generation right there. But yeah. So we're going to be heading into here. Now I've set up a semi-decent arena with some explosives and such. But we're going to fight the Eater of Worlds in a little bit. And before we do that, I wanted to grab another lottery pole. Oh, over here at this Painter Man. Hello, Sir Painter Man. We got Shadow Die and Negative Die. So Shadow Die, pretty much just dark, right? Yeah, just like completely dark, which not very into. Now Negative Die is just completely reverse, which is rather interesting. So if I were to swing my sword, it would look pretty blue. Not that interesting. However, maybe on the helmet. The helmet just looks terrible, honestly. We're going to keep the dies for later, though. So now we're going to swap over to the other armor set and head on into the corruption. Now, while we're here, I'd like to show off this rather comedic weapon, honestly. It's called Troll Bomb. Uses 10 mana and summons a random bomb. And when I say random, I mean literally random. It takes 1 mana crystal, 10 dynamite, 10 bouncies, 10 stickies, and 10 normal bombs to craft this bad boy at an anvil. Now, what this does is basically you just get a random bomb whenever you shoot it out. So we got a dynamite right there, which is pretty much what we wanted, and it didn't do as much as we wanted it to. That's okay. We're gonna place a wall here just to get rid of those guys over there. But yeah, for this fight we've already broken 1 orb, obviously, since we have the musket. That's not good. I didn't want to do that. I should have gone below. So we're gonna break these 2 orbs that are glitched together, and then we're off to the races. Now, for this fight, I don't have that much expectations for this. Probably gonna lose right away, but you know, we might actually pull out and get a nice W. But who knows? So pull out. I mean, pull it off. So here we go. I don't have any buffs. I could get buffs, but can't really be bothered at this point in the game. Now what we're going to do is just go for the super long method, where we just get him to go as long as possible and shoot down, and hope we get them all in one nice row to shoot at. However, he's not really cooperating all that much. And he is going to be doing a whole bunch of spitting in a bit, which is rather annoying. So we do want to make sure he's only got 1 head, because in expert mode it's not that big of a deal when he only has 1 head. Sorry, when he's split into multiple components, but in this it's definitely a big deal. So we want to make sure that happens as little as possible. So I'm not going to shoot too many segments that are majorly injured, and holy cow, he's doing some damage. Now, it would be nice if we could get him to go completely horizontally, but I can't get it to happen for the life of me, which honestly sucks, but it is what it is. You know, we can only get him to do what he's capable of doing. He's gonna kill me just from surrounding me. Okay, he's gonna go up. I kind of want to get him to just go completely horizontally, but I can't. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what the trick is to manage to get him to go super horizontal mode, but yeah, right now we just sealed our doom pretty much. He's gonna destroy us in a second or two. I'm just gonna try and get as many damages out as possible. Oh, I could probably use adrenaline and actually deal damage to him. I'll use my rage meter as well. I totally forgot about that for King Slime. But now, yeah, he's shooting at us. So now that he's shooting at us, we are pretty much screwed. Yeah, pretty much screwed. I don't know how to get him to go in a straight line. That's pretty interesting. So that was my pitiful attempt at that. Wasn't too bad, but also was pretty awful, all things considered. So we're gonna head back over there, grab whatever shards he dropped, just as a consolation prize, pretty much. And then I'll probably end up doing Brain of Cthulhu, just because he's a little... Oh, he dropped a diamond. That's pretty good loot, honestly. We should be able to make a pickaxe now, which will be very convenient for us. So, go into pickaxe. We can't. Oh, we don't have any bars, that's right. We need to craft some bars, and I don't think we have enough to make a pickaxe, but we should have enough scales, which is the important part. Let's make sure. Scales, yeah, we only need 6. So we have enough bars, so I might do a quick Eye of Cthulhu fight, just to get the bars, but yeah, next episode, we're definitely going to be fighting Brain of Cthulhu. He should be a little bit easier, just because the Pierce ammo is more effective when things are in a straight line or bunched up, and the eyeballs for Brain of Cthulhu really like to be bunched up, which is very convenient. Now, I will want to get a weapon that can deal with his second phase, so I'll think up a way to do that, find a weapon, and craft it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode.